Hi everyone, we are so excited to be here today. I'm Ashwarya, and alongside me is Apra, and we are part of the social media team at FitBudd, where we manage and grow our presence across various platforms. Our journey has been all about creating engaging content, building strong relationships with fitness professionals, and helping trainers shine online.
Hi everyone, I'm Oprah, and as Ishwarya said, we're both very proud to be FitBud's social media team, and we would really like to share all the insights that we've learned throughout our experience with you guys. So we've got some of our achievements or results that we've seen with our learnings here. So starting with a 100% increase in FitBud's Instagram reach, with the help of which we've been able to connect with more trainers every single day. And on top of that, we've also built a thriving community of over 11,000 members on LinkedIn. So that's been a huge deal for us in terms of networking, sharing valuable insights, and staying connected with the FitBud and fitness community. So go
Yes,
on.
and we also managed to generate over 500 new organic leads through Reddit, which really shows how powerful the platform can be when you're creating authentic, value-driven content. And last but not least, we're celebrating a 241% growth in YouTube subscribers. That's a huge win for us, and it's all about the strategies we're going to share with you today.
We're truly passionate about what we're doing here. And along with social media, we've been able to help a lot of fitness trainers as well. So, with that, we're really excited to share all of our strategies and secrets that we've learned over the years with you guys.
And before we begin, please allow me to give a brief introduction of FitBudd for those who might be new here. FitBudd helps you grow your fitness business with the power of your own branded app. We also give you a dedicated and customizable website on your own domain. Beyond usual day-to-day operations, our platform is the only tool you need to seamlessly run your fitness business and build a robust digital brand. We also offer a 30-day free trial, so you can schedule your free demo with our expert using the link that we'll just share in the chat. Here you go. And moving on, let me give you a quick overview of what we'll cover today. We'll be talking about 10 social media mistakes you might be making, tips to create engaging and value-driven content for YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, proven strategies to grow your fitness brand across multiple platforms, how to use social media as a powerful tool for client acquisition and retention, methods to build a loyal community that drives your business forward. And before we dive in, let me ask you, which social media platform are you most active on? I'm just going to share a poll. So take a second to choose your top platform. Interesting. As we can see from the poll itself, coaches often focus heavily on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. While these are fantastic, they're just the tip of the iceberg. You're potentially leaving a lot of opportunities on the table by not exploring other platforms that can help grow your business. So let me break it down. We'll start with the first mistake: not utilizing every social media platform. The power of Quora. So I'll start with, let's talk about Quora. It's like the Google of personal advice and expert opinions. So imagine this, someone out there is asking, what's the best way to start strength training as a beginner? And you, as the fitness pro, swoop in with a helpful, well thought out answer. So by doing this, you're not just helping someone, you're positioning yourself as the go-to fitness expert. So every answer you write on Quora stays forever. So it's working for you like a little marketing assistant that never takes a break. And it can bring people straight to your website, your program, or even your Instagram. And the best part, Quora isn't small. With over 300 million people visiting it every month, there's a massive audience waiting for someone just like you to share valuable advice. And who knows, you could become the fitness trainer they turn to and trust. And we also have Reddit. It's like the world's biggest coffee shop, where people chat about everything, including fitness. So, on fitness subreddits, people are constantly swapping workout tips, discussing meal plans, and asking for advice. So, by jumping into these conversations, you get to share your expertise in a super authentic way. Here's the cool part, these aren't just random people, they're niche communities full of folks who are already interested in fitness. So engaging with them is like networking with a room full of ideal clients. And the reach, it's huge. Reddit has over 430 million active users. That's 430 million chances to connect with the right audience and bring them back to your programs, your social medias, or website. Moving on, let's talk about YouTube, the ultimate platform for video content and where the future of content creation is heading. So imagine this, your audience sees you, your audience hears you, and they connect with you on a level that feels authentic and personal. So whether you're just sharing tutorials or answering FAQs or showcasing client stories, YouTube allows you to build trust and establish your expertise in a way no other platform can match. And why YouTube can be a game changer for fitness coaches. Firstly, you can showcase your personality and your expertise. So, fitness programs aren't just about exercises, they're about you, your knowledge, the energy you bring into the videos, your personality can inspire trust and loyalty. On YouTube, viewers get a real sense of who you are, making them more likely to become clients. Then you get massive audience potential. You with over 2 billion monthly logged in users, YouTube is the second most visited website in the world. If anyone's wondering which is the first one, it's Google. That's a staggering opportunity to grow your brand, expand your reach, and attract clients who are searching for fitness solutions right now. And the content is evergreen. So unlike stories or posts that disappear, YouTube videos have a long shelf life. A well-made workout tutorial or a nutrition tip can continue to bring in views and clients for months or even years after you post it. Then YouTube is, as you know, is owned by Google, which means your videos can show up in search results on both platforms. So by optimizing your videos with keywords like beginner workouts or weight loss tips or at home fitness, you can attract people actively searching for solutions you offer. And some content ideas would be, you can post workout tutorials, step by step exercises, or advanced routines, client success stories. You can showcase real life transformations. Then FAQs, you can answer fitness and nutrition questions to build authority. You can do themed challenges, like for example 7-day core challenge. Then you can upload BTS, behind the scenes, share your process and your daily routines. You can also monetize your YouTube videos, and you can promote your programs, your apps or courses. You can use affiliate links for equipments and supplements. To keep up with the engagement, you can include call to actions. You can ask viewers to subscribe or check out your services. You can even post YouTube shorts for quick tips or mini workouts, and respond to comments to build a loyal community. Let me share some real life success stories with you if you're still not convinced. Let me give you Chrissy Chella from the UK. So she started sharing simple workout tips on YouTube. Over time, she built a loyal fan base that became the foundation for her fitness platform, Evolve You. Then there's Chloe Ting from Australia. I guess everyone knows her. Her viral workout challenges didn't just get millions of views, they also helped her launch her own app, Chloe Ting Fitness. So the lesson here is YouTube isn't just a video platform, it's your stage to showcase your expertise, connect authentically with your audience, and grow a thriving fitness business. When viewers feel like they know you, they're more likely to trust you and invest in your programs. All right, let's move on to mistake number two. If you're already someone who's using YouTube, this one's for you. Not changing your YouTube thumbnails for better performance. So why is this a mistake? Well, your thumbnail is the first thing people see. And if it doesn't grab their attention, they're not going to click on the video. YouTube's algorithm really favors videos that get a lot of clicks early on. So if your thumbnail isn't strong, it could hold your video back from being recommended more, which means fewer views, less exposure. Now, if you're already using YouTube, this is definitely something to keep in mind. You have to update your thumbnails if your video isn't performing as well as you'd like. Try changing the thumbnail. Sometimes a small change can make a big difference in getting more clicks. You can also test multiple thumbnails. So YouTube lets you upload and test up to 3 thumbnails. You can use this feature to see which one gets the most clicks and engagement. It's a great way to figure out what works for your audience. Let me share an example for this as well. Um, we updated one of FitBudd's YouTube video thumbnail and we saw the views go up by 200 times. So we simply added a 30-minute timer cutout and changed the text from effects of walking to effects of daily walking. This small tweak created a sense of urgency and made the value more clearer, which motivated more people to click. This resulted in a huge boost in views and engagement. I mean, the views went from merely 200 to 50,000. So if you're not updating your thumbnails, you're missing out on a great opportunity to improve your video performance. All right, let's dive into mistake number 3, not building a Facebook group. So why is this a mistake? Well, if you're not creating a dedicated space where your clients can interact, ask questions, and share their experiences, it can leave them feeling disconnected. So a Facebook group gives you a direct way to build a community, keep your clients engaged, and nurture stronger relationships. How to avoid this mistake? Obviously, you should start off with creating a private group. This space can be used to share exclusive content. You can answer questions and make them feel like they belong to something special. You have to engage consistently. Don't just create the group and forget about it. Post regularly, run fun challenges, or you can host live Q&A sessions to keep the group active and engaged. And then you can make the group a place where clients can interact with each other. They can share their successes and offer support. The impact would be it will help you build loyalty, boost engagement, of course, and provide invaluable direct feedback from your clients. So it's a very powerful way to keep them connected to your fitness brand and deeply invested in your journey together. For example, at FitBud, we have our own Facebook group where coaches connect. We share tips, ask for advice, and exchange insights. So it's become such an important part of our community building effort, community building effort, and it's where we get to engage directly with the coaches. And if you haven't joined our group yet, we'd love for you to be a part of it. We'll share the link soon with you. And let's talk about another common mistake: posting content without really knowing if it's working, which is without tracking your analytics. Why is this a problem? So without tracking analytics, you're just guessing. I mean, you might think your content is awesome. If you're not looking at the data, you don't actually know what's connecting with the audience. Analytics give you the insights you need to figure out what's happening, what's working, what's not, so you can tweak your strategy. And how to fix it? You have to start tracking your metrics, take a regular look at what's driving engagement, which posts are reaching more people, and how your follower count is growing. So this will help you figure out what your audience loves and how it gives them more of it, how to give more of them of it. And the key metrics to watch for is firstly the engagement rate. These are the likes, the comments, and the shares. This shows how much people are interacting with your content. So, higher engagement means you're connecting with your audience. For example, you post a workout challenge on Instagram, asking your followers to try a new move and tag you. You see tons of comments, likes, and even shares from people trying it out. So this tells you that your audience enjoys being part of the challenge. So you can plan more interactive posts like this in the future. Then, secondly, post reach. How many people saw your post? This tells you how far your content is spreading. Higher reach means more potential followers and clients. So, for example, you share a post about tips for staying active during rainy week. It goes viral, and with thousands of people viewing it. Why? Maybe because people are stuck indoors more often, looking for creative ways to stay active. So this tells you that posting content relevant to specific situations or needs can help you reach a bigger audience. Then thirdly, you should track your follower growth, how fast your audience is growing. Um, for example, you share a heartfelt transformation story of a client who lost 30 pounds through hard work and consistency. After posting, you notice a significant increase in followers. So, this tells you that your audience connects with the real success stories. So, you might want to share your personal transformation journeys moving forward. And you can go deeper into your metrics. You can track performance over time. So you need to take a step back and compare how your posts perform weekly, or week to week, or month to month. Or if one post does really well, ask yourself what made it stand out. Was it the timing, the message? For example, you post a quick tip on staying hydrated during summer and notice that you get tons of engagement. Maybe people are really focused on health during hot weather. So you can plan more hydration or summer specific content next time. You can also spot seasonal trends. So keep an eye out for when specific content types perform better. For example, health related tips might get more attention at the start of the year when people are setting resolutions, while holiday fitness hacks could perform better in December when people are looking for ways to stay active during the festive season. A holiday theme workout with quick and effective moves to do at home might get more reach around Christmas time. This tells you to plan holiday specific content that speaks to your audience, their current needs, and basis seasonal interests. Also, a pro tip here, use tools like Instagram Insights, Facebook Analytics, or Sprout Social to unlock key data about your content's performance. For example, Instagram Insights lets you see which posts are driving the most engagement. So you can focus on creating more of that type of content. If you notice that your followers engaged more with workout tips in the morning, you can schedule those posts for peak times. Facebook Analytics can help you track how your audience interacts with your page and which posts leads you to more shares or comments, so allowing you to refine your messaging. Similarly, Sprout Social provides detailed reports on how your content is performing across multiple platforms. So it gives you a broader understanding of your audience preferences. And by using these tools, you'll be able to create content that resonates with your audience, adjust your strategies based on data, and ultimately grow your brand and attract more clients. All right, now I'll pass it over to Apra to walk you through the next set of mistakes. Over to you, Apra.
All right. Thank you, Ashwarya. Now, okay, coaches, before we move on to the next mistake, which is inconsistent branding, there's one thing I want to discuss. The main question that arises here is what is branding? So, your branding is basically the visual identity of your company, your font colors, your brand colors, your logo, and the message and the vision that your company represents. All of them combined create your brand. Now, you might ask, why is it important to have a proper branding on your social media? Now, as Ishwarya conducted the poll at the very start of the webinar, we saw that a lot of you use Instagram as your primary social media account. And as much as we want to stand out, Instagram at the end of the day is an aesthetic social media site. We are all about the aesthetics there. So if your branding is not on point and if your feed does not look cohesive, it's going to look disjointed. You're going to give the impression that your company or your brand is not very professional. And we do not want that to be the very first impression our audience or our potential clients see or think of us. So, how can you fix this mistake? It's very easy, it's very simple, and I'm sure a lot of you already have your custom built app with FitBudd right now. If you don't, you're missing out, and I think now is the time to get on it. We also have a lot of holiday offers going on. So, Shwarya has shared the link in the chat box. You can go there and click and get started with your app. For those of you that already have your app, I'm sure you guys already have your custom built app with your dedicated brand colors, your dedicated logo, and the messaging on your platform. Use the same font, use the same colors, and use your logo on your social media sites. It's as easy as that. All you have to do is stick to the same color palette and same font size and font style. You have your branded feed ready to go. That's all it takes to stay professional looking and make the best first impression on your clients. So let's move on to the next mistake. And before we do this, there's a small poll I want you all to participate in. It will appear on your screens very soon. So I want to know how often do you guys post on your social media sites? I know, and I've talked to a lot of coaches who post sometimes daily, more than once a day, and some coaches who post very rarely and it's spontaneous and it's not like on a basic schedule. So I want to know what the answers are. And Aishwarya, if you could help us with the answers here, since you can see the answers of the poll.
So I see a lot of trainers have mentioned they post 3 to 5 times in a week.
All right, we love to see that. So that is perfect in terms of consistency. If we talk about consistency and posting on social media, it does not mean you have to post every single day. By consistency, I do want you guys to have a fixed schedule. So, why is it a problem if you're not consistent on social media? And the simple answer is in this one statement: infrequent posting equals your audience forgets you. On social media, we've got bunch of content being pushed out every single day. You don't want your audience to forget your existence, out of sight, out of mind, and we do not want that. We want to avoid that. So saying that, it does not mean you need to post every single day or 3 to 5 times in a single day. 3 to 5 times a week, if you guys are doing that, that's more than enough. And I'm glad you're sticking with it. Just let's stay consistent. And if I say stay consistent, I mean use this 3 to 5 times posting schedule for a year, more than a year, sometimes 2 years as well. Before you start seeing results, you have to stick to it. For anyone who's posting less than that, I would suggest a few tips to get that ball rolling so that you can get on a consistent schedule. And some of those tips, let's start with the basic one, which is creating a content calendar. So if you pre-plan what content you want to post when and what content you want to create when, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to shoot it, get it edited, and get it posted out there. Another way to stick to this is batch creating content. So you can fix one day a week where you shoot entire stuff that you want to post in that one week and you're done. All you have to do is just schedule your posts and you're done for the week. And then let's say it's Sunday, you batch create your content. All you have to do is work on your social media next Sunday. You're free for the entire week. So that's what I do. That's what I prefer to do. And that's what I would recommend everyone to do. Batch create your content in order to stay consistent. And there's some scheduling tools out there, which Aishwarya has also mentioned prior in the webinar. So you've got Sprout Social, you've got Later, and a lot of bunch of tools which can help you schedule content, not just on one platform, but all the platforms across. And if you're looking for something safer, easier, you don't want to give out your password to a different site, you've got scheduling options on Instagram as well as on TikTok. So you can use the native scheduling options as well. Now, you might ask, is there benefit to constantly posting? So, okay, my audience doesn't forget me, but I'm sure if they followed me, they won't forget me either way, even if I post just once a week. So here is the real life example of why it's very important to stay consistent. If you stay inconsistent or if you're not posting regularly, you can see on the screenshot right over here on the left side, You can see the accounts that were reached with just over 100. So we've got 182 accounts reached in 12 days. And if you compare that to the next 12 days, where the account was consistently posting content, there is a 290% increase. And that, I would say, is proof enough that you need to be consistent. So there's reports, this is just 12 days of data. There's reports, if you look at 1 month, 6 months, a year of data, you can see there's a 3.5 times percent, a 3.5 times increase in the number of accounts that you reach if you are posting consistently on Instagram or any other social media site. So before we move on to the next mistake, I want to know in the chat, how many of you are actually trying to sell your plans or trying to sell your programs on social media? So are you guys using Instagram to sell your fitness programs and fitness services? Type yes if you're using Instagram to sell your programs, and just type no if you're not promoting. So we've got yes. Are there more people who are promoting their fitness app or fitness programs? So you guys can continue posting it on chat. All right, that's great, guys. It's good that you're posting about your fitness programs. It's great that you're posting about all of the content that you're pushing out, all of the fitness services that you're providing. It's very important to keep your audience aware. But what makes it a mistake? Simply overdoing it. So I've seen a couple of fitness trainers who very consistently post just about their services. That is all they post about. And they post 3 to 5 times a week. So just imagine there's a brand that's sending you emails or SMS every single day. And all they say in those SMSs or all they say in those emails is buy from us, buy from us, buy from us, buy from us. How long before you block them or how long before you unsubscribe? Because for me, I would block them in less than a week. I do not want to buy from someone who's just telling me to buy from them. No reason why, and no benefits for me to buy that product, right? And I'm guessing it's the same case for everyone else as well. So if you're just selling your fitness services, if you're just talking about me, my services, my services, my services, you buy, you buy, you buy, your audience is going to turn away, because all your audience values is what you can provide for them, not your services, but what value can you provide to them. So there's a very simple rule of content that I would suggest everyone to follow. It's called the 80-20 rule. 80% of the times, create content for your audience. What is the value they want? What are the topics you can create on that will be helpful for them? So we've got some examples here on the screen for you guys as well. So all you can do is take a quick screenshot of this slide. There's very simple examples you can create, very easy workout routines. So just one video on traps, one video on core strength, one video on back strength. You can create healthy recipes, give some meal planning tips, create content on common mistakes about fitness training, and that's all you have to do to please your audience. So I will also give you guys one real life example. So one of our coaches, Ben Corliss, he is a trainer who's worked with FitBudd for a few years now, and he's also grown his platform a lot. So 3 times of new clientele added in just 3 months, and he's got a social media following of over 100,000 users. So he's worked very well with FitBudd as well as on his social media. And one trick that I have learned from him, and I would suggest you guys to take away from today's webinar as well, is that all of his content that he's creating, he's making sure his audience that's viewing the content on Instagram is getting some sort of value from it. Entirety of his content is value based. All he does is add one CTA or call to action about his app, just asking his audience to download my app at the very end of the video, and that's all he does. And he has gained 300 new clients in just 3 months. That is crazy. He has definitely cracked the code, and I think that's something everyone should try. Add a call to action, but make it subtle. Make sure your audience is getting that value they desire. Make sure your audience is establishing you as an authority figure in the field of fitness training, so that when you promote your plans finally, they see you as, okay, this is someone I can invest my time and my money with. This is someone that knows what they're doing, and this is someone that will give me results. And that's all there is to it. Let's move forward in with the next mistake, which is called neglecting engagement. Now, this is something very basic. I'm sure a lot of you are asking, like, why is this on screen? Everyone knows engagement is important. I'll tell you in one word: the algorithm. There's a mythical beast everyone wants to tame on social media. It's called the algorithm. The algorithm that is ever changing has one thing that stays consistent, and that is engagement. And now, engagement, what a lot of people don't know, is a two-way street. So, of course, it matters how much your followers are engaging with you. But what's lesser known is that it also matters how much are you engaging with your followers and on social media. So that is where a lot of people make a lot of mistakes, because they ignore the other aspect of engagement. They do try to get a lot of likes, they do try to get a lot of shares, but they forget that communicating with your audience, ignoring DMs, ignoring comments, ignoring other people's posts, it's negatively hampering you as well. You're losing out, you're losing the algorithm game if you're not engaging back. So in the comment below, why don't you guys let me know if you guys have used these stickers that you see on the screen on your stories. In fact, we can have a poll here. So Aishwarya has put up a poll. You can just click if you've already used these story stickers on Instagram. Say yes. If not, just say no. And Aishwarya, please let us know what the results of this poll are.
See, we have 80% of our trainers saying no.
Oh,
God,
that's fascinating.
83 now.
Okay, so guys, you guys are missing out. These stickers are some of the easiest ways to increase your engagement on social media. So, why don't you guys take it as a homework? As soon as the webinar ends, put up a story, use one of these stickers. Um, it's a great way to engage with your own audience. It's a great way to understand what your audience is looking for with your content. So you can ask them questions, you can create polls regarding posts if your audience prefer, workout tips, or if your audience would want to know more about meal planning, and maybe you can create a poll around that. So these are some great tools that Instagram has provided us, and please guys, take it as a homework. Make sure you use it. Apart from that, for engagement, a pro tip I would like to give you all is just setting aside 15 minutes a day. If 15 minutes is too much, maybe try 5 minutes. Make sure you spend 5 minutes to engage with your followers, reply to their comments, reply to their DMs. Make sure you check your request inbox. A lot of people forget about that. So make sure you go through that as well. And make sure to like the posts you're seeing on your feed if you like something. Instagram values engagement both ways. Do not miss out and do not lose the algorithm game. So, I hope that's clear. Let's move on to our next mistake, which is not creating a clear target audience. I want you guys to get on the chat box again and type out who your target audience is. Be as specific as you can, if you can be specific there. Or if you don't understand what target audience is, that's okay too, because I will be explaining that very shortly. But I want to know if anyone has a clear understanding here about what a target audience is and who their target audience is. So if you've got that concept clear in your mind, please come on the chat here. Truck drivers, that's creative. Okay, I like that it's specific though, because we want to get as specific as possible. Now, target audience, I think the word is quite self-explanatory. Who are you targeting? Who is your target market? Um, and why is it important to have target audience? Again, plain and simple in one sentence. If you're trying to appeal everyone, you will appeal no one. So if you're trying to post content around fitness and then comedy and then drawing and then dancing and then about movie reviews, you're not going to have any of these audience stick around to watch the next content piece because they're not sure what you're going to post about. If someone is there to know about fitness and they see posts about comedy, they're going to drop off real quick. That's not what they came here for. So let's stick to one niche. It's always good to narrow down. You can stick with fitness, but you can get more specific. Maybe fitness for truck drivers, since they're on the road so long. Are they staying fit? How are they staying fit? Fitness for women over 40. They've got special needs, and you could be the person who gives them what they require. So it's very important to define a niche and then create specific content around that niche. The more specific you are, the higher the chance that audience is going to stick around to see what you're creating. And if you've got any issues or wondering right now how to create that niche audience, it's very easy. You just have to ask yourself a couple of questions, and they're right here on the screen. So, the very first thing you want to ask yourself is, who do you love working with? Is it truck drivers? If yes, that's great. If not, maybe try something else. Is it office workers, 9 to 5ers? That's a very common niche, and you can try that. And once you figure out who you want to work with, you can then ask yourself, what are the problems that this group needs solving, and what are the problems you can help them solve? So with a 9 to 5er, since they're on the desk all day, they've got bad posture, they've got back pain, you can help them with their posture out. And then afterwards, the final question you want to ask is, what are their goals and challenges? And how does that help you? It helps you understand how and what content to create on social media to attract this audience. So if you start creating content about good posture, if you start creating content about 5-minute exercises you can do while sitting on your desk, you know for sure a 9 to 5er is going to see it, and they're going to start following you because they need those tips. They need that help. And you're going to be there to provide that. So we've got some example of some niches. Of course, you can draft your own niche based on these questions. And if anyone has now more clarity on this and want to give their answer or tell us what niche they want to target now in the chat box, feel free to do that as well. So by the time someone figures out who their niche is, let's move on to the next and final mistake we'll be discussing today. And I think it's one of the most least talked about mistakes that a lot of people are ignoring right now. And now is the time to get ahead of the curve, which is starting by using user generated content. What is user generated content? It's very simple. Who are your users? You have to ask yourself first. So the niche that you just described, they are your users. Are they using your fitness services now? Yes, they are. You ask them for testimonials. You ask them for their reviews. You ask them for their before and after images. And that is your user generated content. Now, you might ask, why is it important that I need to get users to create content for me? Plain and simple, in terms of statistics, it has been seen that there's a 92% increase in trustworthiness with a brand if their users are creating content for them. So you've got reviews and referrals and testimonials from your trainers, your clients. You've got the trust of a lot of your audience members. So that's what we work with even before social media, right? Word of mouth has been the biggest marketer of all time, and user generated content is just word of mouth marketing in social media terms. So, how can you get user generated content is the next and final question for us. It's very simple. The very first thing you have to do is ask. Ask your clients if they can create content for you, if they're willing to, let you shoot them while they're working out, if they're willing to create a testimonial or a review video for you, or if they're willing to share photos of their transformation before and after. And you can use all of that on your social media platform as a proof of your program's performance. Another thing you can do is create your very own hashtag and then ask your clients to create content and use the particular hashtag so that you have a combined club of content that your clients have created for you. The hashtag can be your fitness journey, as you see on screen, or it can be anything. For example, hashtag FitBudd team or FitBudd family. So you can use whatever creative hashtag you get in your mind, and you can ask your clients to create content around that. If you feel uncomfortable asking them for something without giving them anything in return, it's always cool to incentivize it as well. You can start by doing shout outs on your social media site. So you can tell them that, hey, feel free to share it on your social media platform, and I will reshare it while tagging you so that you also get extra visibility from my followers. It's a very small incentive and it becomes a whole win win situation. So another way is celebrating client milestones. So you can just start sharing your clients' photos. So someone did their personal best today, click a photo and share it on your stories. One thing to always keep in mind is always ask permission before you share someone's photo, and always tag them when you share someone's photo or video. So those are the social media etiquettes that you need to follow, and those are the media mistakes that we have for you today. I hope you guys were able to learn something new from today's webinar. And we will be taking questions. If you guys have any questions about any of the social media platforms, feel free to share them on the chat. Before we dive into the questions, I would like to give the dice back to Aishwarya.
Yes. So let me quickly introduce FitBudd to those who joined late and don't have access to the platform yet. In summary, FitBudd helps you grow your fitness business with the power of your branded app. Our platform is the only tool you'll ever need to seamlessly run your fitness business and build a robust digital brand. For those interested in experiencing FitBudd firsthand, we offer a 30-day free trial. So to explore more, please schedule a demo with our team using in the link provided in the chat. And if you guys have any questions, please drop them in the chat as well. We'll take up any of it.
Thank you, coaches.
Any question, coaches?
Okay, I think we have a very uh, clear understanding now. So our audience is well aware.
Great. A big thank you to all the coaches for joining us today, and we'll be back soon with more exciting webinars in the new year. So stay updated, follow us on Instagram. I'll just share the link. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get updates, quicker access to our webinar replay. And thank you, everyone. Have a very happy holidays and a very happy new year and Merry Christmas. Have a good day.
Merry Christmas, coaches.